Before we start the film, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new content. This short film tells the story of a woman named Caroline, who became a widow after her husband died in an accident. After losing her husband, Caroline feels a need in her body that she has never felt before, and she turns toward a young man named Malek, who has a mental disability. At the beginning of the story, a wide open area is shown, and in that same place, we see a woman taking a bath. The location is remote, as it is on an island. Caroline is the main character in the story, and only a few months have passed since her husband's death, but even now, there isn't a day that goes by without her remembering him. That's why she often appears in the film as a sad and always lonely woman. She is alone on the island, but her quiet life suddenly changes when her friend Selena comes to visit one day. It seems like she has something she wants to ask Caroline. Selena has a brother, and from the first glance, you can immediately tell that there is something different about his personality. His name is Malek, and when Selena and her sister were young, they became orphans. Every time Selena had to leave, she would leave her younger brother with Caroline, who was very lucky to have him. When Selena left, Caroline invited Malek to go for a walk, and they went to her favorite spot on the island, where she and her husband often used to go on walk. Caroline stood for a while on a large rock, and as she was reflecting, Malek accidentally touched her shoulder. It felt as if she had been struck by electricity. Later, after the walk, they returned to Caroline's house so she could prepare something for him to eat. In the meantime, they were enjoying themselves, and Malek saw a photo of Caroline with her late husband. Caroline asked Malek what kind of meat dish he wanted her to cook, and Malek said he wanted it grilled. Suddenly, this reminded Caroline of her late husband. At that moment, Malek was sitting at the same table where Caroline's husband used to sit, which made it feel like the past was coming back to her. Caroline tried to get the innocent boy to wear her husband's clothes, but it seemed too much, and Malek didn't like it. This made Caroline angry at him. Caroline then turned her attention to something else and went to her room to write on her laptop, as she always did when she was alone. But she still couldn't get the image of her husband out of her head. Afterward, she took a bath to get rid of the heat she was feeling. At the same time, the bathroom door suddenly opened while Caroline was bathing. A little later, Malek walked in and said someone was calling on the phone. Caroline went to answer, clearly surprised, and Malek left the bathroom as she had told him. But moments later, she followed him, wearing only a towel. In the next scene, Caroline appeared angry with the boy, but here she took Malek's hand and lay down beside him until the scene changed. That night, while Malek was in the bedroom, he couldn't sleep because of the ticking of the clock, so he decided to get up. But then he heard a strange sound coming from the other room, where Caroline was sleeping, so he went to check. When Malek entered Caroline's room, he heard faint moaning, as if she had a fever, but he was shocked by what he saw. Caroline was busy doing something else. She was very surprised to see Malek in her room. The young man said he couldn't sleep because of the noise from the clock, and he asked if he could stay with her for the night. Caroline knew about Malek's condition and his childhood, and that's why she didn't refuse his request. After a short while, the boy wanted to ask her for something else. He said he wanted to do something for her if she did what she had been doing. The next day, the two main characters argue like a mother and her son, because Malek really acts like a child who doesn't want to take a bath. He pushes Caroline and storms out of the house, while she follows him outside, asking him to take a bath. After a long explanation, Caroline finally allows Malek to come back inside to take a shower. Meanwhile, Caroline looks at Malek for a moment, and it feels as though she's overcome by heat once again. At the same time, the boy makes another request. He wants her to help him bathe and massage his back. Malek takes Caroline's hand, and what follows is left to the viewer's imagination. The next day, Malek's older sister Selena finally arrived. She's there to take her younger brother back home, but this time it seems that Malek doesn't want to leave with her. Selena talks to him about the need to go, but Malek stands up and walks toward Caroline. Judging by her reaction, she clearly doesn't want Malek to leave either. Selena isn't aware of what has happened, so in the end, Caroline tells her that Malek will stay one more day, because he wants to teach her how to fish first. The film ends with Selena agreeing to her brother's request, as she speaks with Caroline before saying goodbye. Finally, we see the main characters boarding the boat. Caroline may never be able to bring her late husband back to life, but Malek is still here, and that's what brings a smile back into her life. If you enjoyed the film, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our new content.